What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated, unified, IBF, WBO, WBA, Ring Magazine, WBC, franchise champion, Teofimo Lopez, undefeated superstar boxer, has stated that he now fancies the fight number one with undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney as his first option now. Originally, he stated that he wanted to fight Kambosos over in Australia. Then he stated that he might go up to junior welterweight 140 and challenge the winner of Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor, undisputed showdown. They're both undefeated and should be heading into an undisputed showdown pretty soon. And now he stated that he wants Devin the Dream Haney next, largely due in part to the fact that we now have undefeated two-division world champion, simultaneously holds the WBA at 135 and 130, superstar boxer, four-time world champion, Gervonta Tank Davis, taking on undefeated, rising, lightweight Mexican superstar, title contender, King Ryan Garcia. So he says now if Ryan Garcia is going to fight against Gervonta Tank Davis, then he states that I need to face off against, he says that I need to now face off against Devin Haney. That just makes sense, right? This is what he had to say. And so this is what I've been saying, that it should have been automatic from the beginning that you want to go into a showdown with if you're Teofimo Lopez, with Devin Haney to solidify yourself as undisputed, because there's a lot of people that feel like you're not undisputed due to the fact of the circumstances and the way the WBC continues to change the rules. Now the WBC lets Teofimo Lopez know, they inform him that he is indeed the WBC super champion. So the WBC have no rhyme or reason for anything they do. They have no direction, and they're watering down their sanction body. That's what they're doing. Because now you have three WBC lightweight champions. You have Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia. The WBC has no direction. They were once viewed as the most prestige belt in the sport. Now they are watering down their product by continuously changing the rules and making up rules as they go. But just listen to what Teofimo Lopez had to say regarding facing Devin Haney. You see, so he said,
it'll be good for everybody. We need to make those fights happen. If Ryan and Tank are going to fight, then why not me and Devin?
So you see what he said? He said if Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis are going to fight, me and Devin Haney need to fight. So he went in a little deeper. I'm not going to go that far into the interview, but he went into a little deeper in details as to why this fight needs to happen. Teofimo Lopez Sr., great news. He says he's going to invite Bill Haney, father, trainer, and manager of Devin Haney, over. They are close friends anyway. So he said he's going to invite him over so that they could sit down, have a conversation, and discuss, the logistics of making this fight happen. We saw that Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Sr., they met with Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn, who is a co-promoter with Haney Production, Haney Promotions, and they told Eddie Hearn, that being Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Sr., that they wanted $10 million, and Eddie Hearn didn't blink. Eddie Hearn said, let's make it happen. He says, I'm all for it. Let's make it happen. He stated that it's not a problem. It's not an issue coming up with $10 million. The only roadblock that's standing in the way is, are you guys going to be able to agree and come to an understanding with your promoter, legendary top-ranked CEO Bob Arum, who is, going to be a stickler in making this fight happen. Bob Arum was on Barbershop Conversations, in which he did an interview, and he stated that Devin Haney is down the line. He's number 3 on the list for Teofimo Lopez. He said that, Bill Haney came on, and they went back and forth, and Bob Arum stated that, somewhere down the line, he'll look to make the fight with Devin Haney, but not right now. So Bob Arum already made it clear that he's truly not interested in negotiating a fight for Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney currently right now as it stands. And so with that said, are we going to see Bob Arum agree and get on the same page with Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Sr.? Well, Teofimo Lopez Sr., he stated that Bob Arum is not the man to talk to when it comes to us. The man to talk to is me. So I'm going to make it happen. So he's made it abundantly clear that he's the man that's operating the machinery behind the scenes and that he can make this fight happen if Eddie Hearn could come up with the $10 million. When Eddie Hearn said that he could come up with the $10 million, he caught Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Sr. off guard, and they both were shocked. And Teofimo Lopez Sr. said, "You can make that happen?" And he said, "Absolutely, I can make it happen. Can you make your part happen with Bob Arum?" And obviously, Devin Haney, he's his own boss. Bill Haney and Eddie Hearn, they work together, but they're their own boss, so they're going to make their own decisions. So is Bob Arum going to get on board? Because you see, Teofimo Lopez fights on ESPN. So Devin Haney fights on DAZN. I'm sure Eddie Hearn wouldn't mind having Devin Haney come over to ESPN. Eddie Hearn works like that with DAZN. It's like a fight-by-fight basis type of situation. And seeing as though Teofimo Lopez fights exclusively on ESPN, and he has a contract with them, Devin Haney will more so have to go over to ESPN. Not to mention, Teofimo Lopez is the clear A side, and Devin Haney and Bill Haney already, agreed that he could be the B side. They have no issues with that. They're not challenging that. So it should be easy to make. And I like the fact that Teofimo Lopez mindset now is, if these guys going to fight, why am I going in a different direction? I may as well go ahead and fight Devin Haney because that's a massive fight. That's a big fight. So he says that he's willing to fight Devin Haney next. Immediately upon his victory over former 3-division world champion, former lightweight unified world champion, superstar boxer, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko, after he defeated him in his post-fight interview press conference, he stated that he wanted to be more like Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather than Money Mayweather. He stated that before you get to Money Mayweather, you got to go through the stage of Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather. So he stated that this is the fight. This is the you got to go through the levels before you could get to the top. Now, he did view himself as the top, obviously. He defeated Richard Comey. Then he defeated for the IBF title. And then he defeated Vasily Lomachenko. So those are two back-to-back high-profile, high-quality wins for Teofimo Lopez. So right now, currently, as it stands, he does have the best resume out of all of these young guys. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis did beat 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Leo Santa Cruz in dramatic fashion when he knocked him out in the 6th round. But Leo Santa Cruz, if you put him in the ring with Vasily Lomachenko, Lomachenko is going to be the favorite. And if you put him in there with Teofimo, Richard Comey, who's 135, then Richard Comey more than likely knocks out Leo Santa Cruz, and it's a 50-50 fight. So Devin Haney has beaten now Yuriorkis Gamboa, but Yuriorkis Gamboa, at the version that he beat, is not the same level of version that of Vasily Lomachenko in his prime or Richard Comey in his prime. And so Ryan Garcia just stepped up against Luke Campbell, and you got to look at it. Vasily Lomachenko beat Luke Campbell, so he holds the ace cards when it comes to resume, no doubt. Teofimo Lopez, and he's unified, and some would consider him undisputed. So he's the clear-cut A side in this situation. But luckily for us, that Devin Haney and Bill Haney are not worried about that because they get paid big money anyway, so they don't mind deferring to Teofimo Lopez as the A side and making this fight happen. This is a huge fight. This is great news for us. And I'm happy that the sport of boxing is seemingly on the verge of getting the fights that we deserve as fans, boxing pundits, boxing media, because this is what makes the sport of boxing tick. And this is a great mindset for Teofimo Lopez to have. I told you guys, and he made mention of this when he stated that he wanted to go up to 140. I said that Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor winner for Undisputed. They're both undefeated. They're both very big. They're both 5'10". They're big junior welterweights. They struggle to make 140. And it only makes sense for the winner of that fight to go up and challenge undefeated former 3-division world champion, the last undisputed junior welterweight undisputed champion, currently the WBO welterweight world champion, who's widely considered the number one fighter in the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. It makes sense because you have the last undisputed junior welterweight and the last undisputed junior welterweight prior to them clashing, and they're both still undefeated. So it makes sense. It's a storyline. So with that said, I told you that Teofimo Lopez is not going to get the winner of that fight because, for one, they're too big to even make 140. So they're not going to stay at 140 for a Teofimo Lopez fight. And he hadn't completely solidified himself as undisputed at 135 until he officially beats Devin Haney. So there is no real storyline there because there's always going to be naysayers or people that question that he's not truly undisputed. So they would truly be undisputed because they both hold, that being Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor, they both hold 2 belts. When they come together, the winner's truly going to be undisputed and move up to 147. So that was not realistic, right? They're both very big and they're both struggling to make 140. So it wasn't realistic that he's going to get the winner of that fight. And in this interview, he makes mention that he wants Jose Ramirez to win because if Josh Taylor was to win, then Josh Taylor's not going to fight him. He's going to move up to 147. So he said he wants Jose Ramirez to win. But either way, neither one of these guys are going to fight Teofimo Lopez, whoever wins. They're going to fight Terrence Crawford. So with that said, this is great news that he's now focused on Devin Haney and to fight Kambosos. Kambosos is, over in Australia, and it's very difficult with the global pandemic and travel restrictions and things being shut back down. It's very difficult for traveling to make that fight happen. So the more realistic fight and the more suitable fight would be Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney for undisputed officially here on U.S. soil, and it makes all the sense in the world, right? That should have been plan A instead of plan B. But let's just listen to what Teofimo Lopez had to say regarding this one more time.
Ryan and Tank are gonna fight, then why not me and Devin? I think it'll be good for everybody. We need to make those fights happen. If Ryan, hold on, he'll take it. I'll take it. If Ryan and Tank are gonna fight, then why not me and Devin?
So you see, there you have it. That's all I got for y'all. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.